They say home is where the heart is. But what if you come back from vacation and someone's auctioning off your heart like it's a yard sale trinket? That's exactly what happened to me. And the woman who did it? She called 911. On me. 2 weeks in Maui. Sun, waves, 0 work emails. I was finally breathing again. That rare kind of breathing where your shoulders drop and you remember you're a human being, not just a machine in a suit. So I pull up to my house, flip-flops on, tan lines blazing, suitcase rolling behind me, and I swear to God, I thought I was hallucinating. My quiet street looked like a block party gone rogue. Cars everywhere, strangers on my lawn, people holding up little numbered paddles like I was on a damn HGTV show. And there she was, blonde bob, navy blazer, clipboard in hand, on my porch, like she owned it. Shouting, "Do I hear 45,000? Renovated kitchen, original wood floors, motivated to sell." Her name's Deborah Langley. She's lived next door for 3 years. The kind of woman who once handed out printed notes about everyone's trash bin placement. And now she was auctioning off my house. At first I thought, this is a prank, right? Like a weird neighborhood joke I wasn't in on. I dragged my suitcase up the path, trying to make sense of it. I caught bits of her pitch. Previous owner disappeared. Urgent sale. And then I saw my furniture through the window. My diplomas. My cat's tower in the living room. I cleared my throat loud enough to cut through the crowd. "Deborah!" She turned, and I watched it happen. Her face doing that crash cycle of expressions. Shock. Fear. Then that smug HOA righteousness. She clutched her clipboard like a Bible. "Sir, this is a private auction. You need to register to bid." I had to laugh. "Yeah, Deb, I'm actually very interested in this auction, since it's my damn house." The crowd. Oh man, they were locked in now. Phones came out. That kind of tension where you know something wild is about to unfold. She blinked, then puffed up like a rooster. "This property's abandoned. It's mine now. Under the law." "You're talking about adverse possession?" I asked, raising an eyebrow. "Deborah, I've been gone 2 weeks, not 2 years." "You didn't tell anyone," she snapped. "It looked empty. The grass was long." "I told you, Deb. You were wearing that flamingo sundress, remember? You asked me to bring you macadamia nuts." Now the crowd was chuckling. She wasn't backing down, though. "This neighborhood has standards. I was protecting our property values. By auctioning off my house and pocketing the fees, I pulled out my phone and hit record. Say that again for the camera." She froze, then hissed, "This is harassment. I'm calling the police." And she did. Right in front of everyone. Dialed 911 and said, "There's a man in my neighbor's house pretending he lives there. He's threatening me." I raised my voice, still filming. "Hi, dispatch. This is Marcus Bell. I own this house. I have ID, mortgage statements, the deed, tax records, and about 30 witnesses who just saw my neighbor try to sell my property." When the cops pulled up, 2 patrol cars, lights spinning like a crime scene, Deb ran to them like she was the victim in a soap opera. "Officers, he broke in. I was just trying to help our community. This house was abandoned." I handed over my ID. "That's my name on the license, and the deed, and my Harvard Law diploma inside, if you'd like a tour. You ever see 2 officers try not to laugh while staying professional?" That was Officer Bryant and Officer Nguyen. They looked from me to Deb, then to the crowd, some still holding bidding paddles. "Ma'am, this address is registered to Mr. Bell. Did you collect any money today?" She hesitated. "Registration fees, administrative costs us." "So, yes," Officer Nguyen said, writing that down. "You charged people to bid on a house you didn't own?" Deb looked like she wanted to dissolve into the lawn. "I didn't know he'd be back. He's not even from around here originally." That was it. That's when the mask slipped. Racism. plain and ugly. I was born 3 blocks away, went to Lincoln High, played football for Coach Dorsey. But to her, I was always a guest in her neighborhood. Cameras went up. Neighbors backed away. The air turned cold. Officer Bryant raised an eyebrow. "Ma'am, are you implying Mr. Bell doesn't belong here?" She stammered. "I'm just saying, some people change neighborhoods." "Yeah," I said quietly. "People like me, with jobs, taxes, and a legal right to be here." The officers took statements. I told them I wasn't pressing charges yet, but I wanted everything documented, especially the video. The next day, I got a call from Detective Sarah Lim, Financial Crimes Unit. Turns out some of those bidders were calling the precinct asking for their money back. She wanted me to bring the footage and documentation to the station. She was thorough, sharp, and frankly, pretty pissed someone had tried to commit real estate fraud for about $350. That's what Deb collected. 7 people, $50 each. She nearly committed felonies over the cost of a toaster oven. Then came her lawyer, Douglas Crane. Knocked on my door in a suit, briefcase in hand, sweating like a priest in Vegas. "Mr. Bell, my client would like to apologize, to return the funds, and resolve this amicably." "She tried to steal my house, Doug," I said, handing him a cold glass of water he didn't touch. "That's not a parking ticket." He offered $5,000. I countered with $50 and a restraining order. Settled for $25 and her agreement to move out within 6 months. 3 weeks later, courtroom 4B. Judge Clarissa Harmon on the bench. No patience for BS. The prosecution laid it out. Video, witnesses, my documents. Deborah testified, badly. Claimed I didn't tell her I was leaving. Got caught lying. Then, the line that doomed her. "He doesn't look like someone who'd go to Hawaii." The courtroom went still. The judge's jaw clenched. "Mrs. Langley," she said, "you tried to sell your neighbor's house while he was on vacation, lied to police, and spewed racial bias in front of half your community. I find you guilty of attempted fraud, trespassing, and harassment. Sentence: 200 hours community service, full restitution, and stay 100 feet away from Mr. Bell." She sobbed. Her lawyer looked like he needed a stiff drink. And me? I walked out free, vindicated. Home. 6 months later, I was sipping iced tea on my porch when the moving truck pulled into her driveway. She didn't look my way, but I saw her glance, just once. Maybe shame, maybe not. But she was gone. And me? I was already planning my next trip. Scotland, maybe. Castles, kilts, and peace of mind. So tell me, what would you do if you came home to that?